Hi everyone, Christina here. Welcome to another video at my YouTube channel and blog. Today is the third and final installment of my holiday mail art series for this week. I hope you guys enjoy this design. I'm going to step up the design a little bit on this one and create a scene using some stamps. I love to create scenes like this. I did this one similar idea last week in a video for Simon Says Stamp. I'll have that linked. Where is it? Up here. I'll have it linked up here if you want to check out that envelope. But there are tons of holiday kind of scene builder stamp sets out there. There's a ton on the market right now. So you can really build a scene with whatever stamps you have on hand. So let's get into it. The scene building stamp set I'm using today is called A Cookie Christmas from Mama Elephant. It has this really cute gingerbread house image and some critters. I'm going to be using just two images from this stamp set. I'm going to use the gingerbread house and the reindeer. And I'm also using this Night envelope from Paper Source. It's a nice deep navy color. I've prepped the area where I'll be stamping the house with some anti-static powder tool and then stamping the gingerbread house in Versamark ink. I'm going to be doing heat embossing over the top with white heat embossing powder. So that's why I prepped the area with an anti-static powder tool, which does give me a better result with embossing. And then I stamped in Versamark ink because that allows the powder to stick to that stamped image. So I applied some Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder and then heat set that with the heat tool until all the powder was smooth and melted. I then stamped the little reindeer image on the other end of the envelope and added that same embossing powder. So the anti-static powder wipes off with my fingertips, so I just wiped off all that extra powder tool. And then I'm going to take some masking paper and create a cloud shape that's going to connect these two images. So I placed it over the top of the envelope just to kind of give myself an idea of where it would be. And then I used my scissors and cut that out. So I'm actually going to have two different edges that I do some ink blending off of. One will be this cloud edge and the other will be a straight edge that creates the ground. So I've got the masking paper and I'm going to peel that off and place it onto my envelope. And I do need to protect a little bit of the house over on that left side. So I'll just take some of the little bits of masking paper, little pieces that were left over, and I'll place that over the top so it just protects that area. I now have some white pigment ink from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm using a mini round blending tool from Ranger to blend a little bit of this pigment ink coming off of that cloud edge. I just want it to create a nice area in the center where I will then put the recipient's mailing address. So I'm blending that up from that cloud edge line. And once I have all of it pretty much blended on there, I'm going to remove the masking tape. You can see that it created a really nice sharp line. And I'll move it down so that it's a little bit lower. And then I'll be doing that same idea with blending, but off of that straight edge at the bottom. And I decided to do this after I'd already put my tonic mat away. So I just tried to be as careful as I could, but I did get some of this white ink onto my work surface, but it cleans up super, super easy. I just used a baby wipe and wiped all of that away, and it was no problem. I then peeled up that masking paper again, and now I have a nice clean area, kind of a horizontal band going across the house and also the reindeer. So in order to color this, since it is a dark surface, I'm going to be using some colored pencils. This is kind of like my only coloring medium that I can think of that would go over a dark surface, with the exception of using some gouache. But I don't really paint with gouache on like a regular paper like this. For that, I would use some watercolor paper. So when it's a dark surface that's just like regular cardstock or regular paper, I usually turn to colored pencils. And these colored pencils from Faber-Castell, this is the Polychromos pencils. These are my favorite. They're nice and creamy. They give a nice bright color whenever you color with them, and I especially love the white colored pencil because it really adds a lot of brightness whenever I use it. I'm really impressed with these colored pencils. I've been using them for, I would say, about a year now, and they're my absolute favorite. I thought I really loved the Prismacolor colored pencils, but these Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils quickly took the place in my heart when it comes to colored pencils. So I'm going to do some calligraphy, and I'm using some Dr. P.H. Martin's Blueproof White, and this white ink is super thick when you first go to use it, so I do recommend diluting it. And also make sure you clean off the top of the jar before you screw the lid back on. That's going to help it get a tighter seal so that it doesn't dry out even more. I'm taking some water in my eyedropper bottle, and I'm just going to add a bunch of water. You can almost not dilute this too much. It's pretty thick as is. So I just use a little strip of paper and stir that up. And then I'm going to be using a pointed pen, and this is from Ashley Bush. I'll have it linked down below to her shop on Etsy. Just turn on some music so you can enjoy the lettering and the calligraphy. And I did not speed up this video at all. This is all in real time. After the lettering was complete, I took the extra ink and put it right back into the bottle. Since I only used water to dilute it, it should be just fine going back straight into the jar. And I'll go ahead and clean that up along the rim of the bottle and then tightly close it. I applied a forever stamp, so that'll cover postage, and I also have a couple extra stamps just in case I need them. Put a little more white on this reindeer, and then this completely finishes the envelope for today, and this is also the very last holiday mail art for this really short series. I love how this envelope turned out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I really love how that scene turned out. I love the coloring. I love kind of customizing it into what I want it to be. Hope you guys enjoyed that envelope as well. So before you go, I've got 2 more videos on screen for you to check out. These are some mail art videos I've done in the past. You just click on over and watch those. And also before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share this video with a friend. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday for another video.